I'm just at the point looking in the faces of the children of God who has a God that has everything, know all things, and able to do all things. Why do we spend so much time bickering and murmuring and bickering? My great-great-great-granddaddy made it out of the fields of the out of the cotton fields of the South. He made it out of all that he went through, all that he had to deal with. The slaves made it out of slavery, y'all. Not because they were bickering and murmuring, but because they prayed and they praised in that field and they talked to a God who they couldn't even learn about. And they made it out. We are riding on the wings and the coattails of some of their prayers. I'm riding on the wings and the coattails of my granddaddy's sacrifice, who couldn't read or write, but he knew how to provide for his family. He couldn't read or write, but he knew more Bible than the preacher. In fact, they wanted to throw him in jail because he corrected the preacher. And when the sheriff showed up to put him in jail, they checked the record and found out that he was right and the preacher was wrong. And they had to let him go, and he couldn't even read or write. Look at somebody and say, that had to be God. It had to be God. It had to be God. It had to be God. And right now we're holding on to some of the prayers, grandmama prayers and granddaddy prayers, and while we trying to politically rationalize through the carnality mindset of God who you cannot rationalize through your mind, we're missing God and all that God can do and will do because he's just that good. In the midst of our situations and in the midst of our struggles, we serve a God that can show up and will show up and will make a way. But how can he make a way when he got to cut through the chases of all of our bickerings and all of our murmurings? We're in a day and an age, and we're living in a time now. I know that the oppression is hard. I know that depression is on a rise, and I know that the enemy has become crafty, and I know it seems like men are holding us back and folk are holding us down, but they ain't got to hold us down when we're holding ourselves down. You don't make but $12 an hour. By the time you pay your rent, gas, and food, and taking care of your business, you ain't got nothing. But you can scrape up enough money to spend $300 for somebody else's hair. You can't got enough money in your pocket to live now, but we want to spend $200 for gym shoes, $300 for gym shoes, but yet ain't got no money in our pockets now. Here we are spending money on unnecessary things and doing things, but yet we want to blame everybody. It ain't my fault you ain't got an education. You should have stayed in school and got an education and learned your ABCs and learned your 1, 2, 3s, and maybe you'll have a better job. But even that, if you shortcomings and all of that, maybe you ought to go back and re-educate yourself, refamiliarize yourself, because at the end of the day, you can't hold me accountable for some of the decisions that you made in your own life. Because the reality of it is that God is in control of our lives, and he is a God that has an open door. He has an open heart. He has an open mind, and he's waiting on you with open arms. That if you can just reposition your mind and stop trying to find the blame game and put fault on what you're going through and put fault on what you're dealing with. Because at the end of the day, the reality of it is, and the harsh reality of it all, is that it was your fault and it wasn't my fault. I can't help it. You can't pass a drug test. You the one smoked the weed. I can't help it because you got kids to take care of and the man walked out of you. You had the happy time making a child. Don't fault me for your faults and your shortcomings because I'm faring well and you choose not to fare well. Maybe you ought to get up under me and find out what am I doing. That's a harsh reality of it is. We live in a time. It's a time. It's a time, y'all. Look at somebody and say, it's a time. It's a time. It's a time. It's a time. It's a time now that we got to stop pointing the finger and pointing the blame, and we got to get off of our do somethings, and we got to start doing Because we're sitting on do nothings. And we're sitting there trying to find blame and trying to find reason and trying to find fault. But yet we're not standing and taking accountability for our shortcomings and our own mistakes. The Bible simply says that man shall live not by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. In other words, my dear children, my brothers and sisters, if we're ever going to make a move in God and make a prosperous life within ourselves, we got to hold on to the word of God. Yeah. Because the reality of it is, just like my four leopard brothers in this particular passage of scripture, they're sitting at the gate and they're in a dilemma. They're in a dilemma because they're in the midst of a famine. Israel now is stuck between another rock and a hard place because of their disobedience. And disobedience has led them once again in the midst of a famine because Syria has showed up and Syria has invaded Samaria and they have taken everything that they had. There's no food to be had. There's no living to be had in Samaria. In fact, when you look at the scriptures and you go back and you look in chapter 2 Kings chapter 6, you'll discover that there are two women at this point in time because the famine has begotten so great. They have decided that they would turn themselves over to cannibalism and start eating their own kind. You know it's hard out here. You know it's difficult out here. When you look at our lives and you find out that brothers and sisters that look like you, brothers and sisters of your complexion, brothers and sisters of your origin, now have turned on one another and they're starting to eat one another. Folk are lying on each other just to get to the top. They're kicking each other down just to stay on the top, standing on the back of one another, scratching, trying to get to the top. And at the end of the day, the reality is we all just trying to survive. We all just trying to make it, but I can't make it because you keep holding me down. Every time I get to the top, it seems like someone pulled me down. Look at your neighbor and say, we just eating one another. The Bible records in chapter 6, it says that these two women, the famine is so great right now that they decided that they would eat one another's children. They would eat one another's own child because the famine has become that great. And how many people know that they are in desperate times right now? They're struggling in desperate times right now. But watch the four leopard boys, these four leopard men. Folk have said that it might be Gehazi and his three sons who are leopards, and they're sitting outside the gate, and they make a conscious decision now because there's nothing to eat in our city and there's no one in our city giving us a handout. They said if we stay here then we're going to die. If we get up and go into the city, then maybe we'll die also. But if we go to our enemy's camp, throw ourselves at the mercy of the enemy, maybe they'll give us something to eat. Maybe we'll survive. Might I suggest in this house today that you ought not be so scared, because truth of the matter is you may be having a hard time to survive here. You might be having a hard time to survive there. But maybe if I go to the enemy's camp, it's time out for us bickering, complaining, and murmuring. But I need some real folk that ain't scared to go to the enemy's camp. I ain't scared to be amongst liars that's lying on me. I ain't scared to be in the fellowship of folk that don't like me. I don't run for folk that don't think like me. I ain't worried about being in that company because God got a way of setting up a blessing right in the midst of the mindset of your enemy. I know y'all don't see it, but watch the text. When the leopard people made a conscious decision that they were going to go into Syria and behind enemy lines, watch what God did. The Bible says that God allowed the enemy or the Syrians to hear noises of chariots and noises of horses. Okay, y'all slow. Y'all missed it. In other words, these 4 leper boys never had to fight. They never had to raise a hand. And it wasn't before them, but it was an army of the Syrians. And God allowed them to hear a rumbling sound in their ear. That the toughest of the enemies got scared and they packed up and they left. Watch this, y'all. Slow. Y'all still ain't caught it yet. In other words, what I'm simply trying to tell you is when God got a blessing for you, I don't care what devil in hell trying to stop it. God got a way of making your enemies show up and bless you right where you are. God got a way of making enemies run from you. There's some folk that'll show up in your life and try to take your life right where you are. But God got a way of making them run. Oh, y'all ain't trying to hear me this morning. God got a way of making them run. You ain't never got to fight. All you got to do is let the Lord do what he needs to do. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, get out of God's business and just make a conscious decision to let God do what God gonna do. Because the Bible declares that when they made a decision, Minister Gray, they said, look, if we stay here, we gonna die. If we go into our own city, there's a famine anyway, we gonna die. We might as well go to the enemy, take our chances, because they just might have mercy on us. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, excuse me, boo-boo, but I just want to know, are you scared to be amongst enemies in your life? Are you scared to be around those haters in your life? Look at your neighbor and tell them, stop running. Folk talking about you and you scared. You better be careful, because God got a way of making that same one talking about you be the same one turn around and bless you. You might listen, what you got to lose anyhow? You ain't got nothing now. You can't go amongst your own and get nothing. You might as well get up under them and see what they can do. Maybe a little bit of what they got. Maybe it'll rub off on me. Look at the woman that was sitting at the table and she said, Master, is it pleasing that we have something to eat? He says, it's not lawful for us to give what's meant for us unto the dogs. She said, well, even the dog can eat the crumb that fall off the master's table. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I don't need a whole lot. All I need is just a little bit to fall off the table. And sometimes you got to get under those folk who already got it that you can get it. Spending all that money at the Ching Wong store. You need to be finding out what Ching Wong doing and where Ching Wong buying her hair from and start your own hair shop. Spending all that money getting your nails done. You better get up unseemly and find out what acrylic she using, what epoxy she using, and what backfill gel she using, and start doing your own nails. You preaching in this house. My daddy told me this when I was a little boy. He said, son, he says, learn everything you can learn and learn how to do everything you can do, because everything you learn is a potential to make money. And when my back is up against the wall, I can throw on a set of brakes. I can work on automobiles. I can do some electricity. I can put in some cabinets. I can lay some floors. I can cut some hair. I can do it all and ain't been to school for none of it. Because while they working on my car, I'm standing back there looking to see. Now, what did you say you did right there? And what I don't know, I send it to the shop, let them diagnose it, then I buy the part, Google it, and put it on. Because everything you learn is a potential to make money. Because after all, you ain't got nothing now. You're struggling in most cases now. You might as well get behind the enemy line and stop running from the enemy. Let me move on. They go behind the enemy line. The Bible says that as they entered into the city in the midnight, it's in the twilight hour. They go into the city of Syria. And in the city of Syria, God has allowed Deacon Hayes, he has allowed the enemy to hear noises of chariots, noises of horses. and watch the toughest of their enemies, because this is their toughest enemy for the children of Israel. They look around and don't see nothing, but they hear everything, but ain't nothing coming. That's right. Come on. They look around, hearing everything, but ain't nothing coming. And they leave their horses, they leave their chariots, they leave their silver, they leave their gold, they leave everything behind, and they tuck tail and they run. The Bible says upon their running, when the 4 leper boys get into the city, they take observation. They look around and they begin to collect for themselves the gold and the silver. They begin to collect for themselves the horses and the food. They begin to collect for themselves. They take up for themselves. They take up for themselves because we about to live fat. We about to live good. We about to live prosperous. We got drinks. We got food. We got everything that we need. We got clothes now. We got everything that we have. Even though we're leopard, we're sick, we shouldn't have nothing. We're outcasts, but we got everything. See, I'll come back to that because y'all slow. Somebody missed that. That was you right there. Leprosy, I'm sick. Right. I can't be in my own city. That's why I'm outside the gate. Which means I ain't got nothing. But yet in my sickness, God has made a way behind enemy camp for me to have everything. Come on. I'm talking to somebody who ain't got an education, somebody who ain't got much education, who ain't got much money, but at the end of the day, you become content in your spirit, and everything you need, you got. You got a roof over your head, clothes on your back, shoes on your feet, a little money in your pocket. You got happiness, you got joy. Everything that the world say you shouldn't have, at the end of the day, in the midst of me not having nothing, I still got everything. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I serve that kind of God, that he will make crooked straight. I serve that kind of God, that he can open up doorways and make ways. That even though I may not have the best education, at the end of the day, God still showed up and gave me a job that I shouldn't have. He gave me a peace of mind when others had lost their mind. He gave me health in spite of all my craziness. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, you just don't know, like I know, what the Lord done for me. These lepers are sick and now they have everything that they need. But when they get in to the city and begin to think, they begin to look at things and they realize that the Lord has turned their life around. You can't be selfish and blessed at the same time. You can't be selfish and blessed at the same time. They look within themselves and realize that we don't deserve what we got, but it had to be the Lord to chase our enemy. They reason amongst themselves again and say, we shouldn't have what we have, but it's by the grace of God we got what we got. That's right. In the midst of famine, the Lord has showed up and blessed us, and we really shouldn't have what we have. I'm in verse 9. We shouldn't have what we have, but the Lord showed up, and the Lord has blessed us. He says we do real good in this day. This day is real prosperous to us. This is a day of good tidings. This is a day of good tidings. It's a day of good giving. And because it's been given to us, it is a day that we should give to somebody else. He says, let us go in and talk to the king. We ought not keep quiet in this particular moment. We ought not keep quiet in this peace. We ought to let somebody know how good God has done and how good God has been to us. He says we ought to go and tell somebody how good the Lord has been. He says we ought to go in and we ought to tell the king how wonderful God has been, because our brothers are starving too. Can y'all help me out in here? It bothers me that when you ask folk where you got your shoes from, they get tight-lipped like they can't tell you where they got the shoes from. When you ask them where did you find that shirt at, man? Oh man, I don't even remember where I got this shirt from. We get so tight-lipped because we find good blessings blessings and God opened up good doorways for us, but we get tight-lipped and we don't want to tell nobody how good God has been to us. We don't want to share with nobody where to go find a good deal at. We don't want to tell nobody. Why? Because I don't want you to drive like I drive. I don't want you to walk like I walk. I don't want you to talk like I talk. I don't want you to dress like I dress. I don't want you to vacation like I vacation. We don't want folk to know nothing about nothing when God has been so good to us. Because at the end of the day, we all serve a mighty God. And at the end of the day, we all serving a God that is able. And these leopard boys found their way to the king's house, and they told the king that the Syrian army had fled their camp. And they let the king know that get Israel together and come on over to the Syrians' camp, because in the Syrians' camp there's gold and there's silver. Might I suggest in this house on today that everything that we need, God got it, but we got to search God's direction, because at the end of the day there's some black man that's gonna bless me. At the end of the day, it might be a white man that bless me. At the end of the day, God might use an Arabic to come my way. At the end of the day, a Chinese may bless me. At the end of the day, an Asian may come down my road. At the end of the day, God will use and choose who he will to bless my life. Because when God begins to bless, God is going to use people to bless your life. No matter what they call you, no matter what they say about you, God is going to use people to bless your life. The Bible says that it's better to put your trust in God than to put your confidence in man. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor that sometimes, not sometimes, but all the time, you got to trust in the Lord and lean not to your own understanding, because God will make way in the midst of a famine. When I didn't see no way out, God made a way. When I didn't know how it was going to happen, God made a way. When I didn't know how it was going to come out, God made a way. In my darkest hour, God made a way. When my body was sick with pain, God made a way. He was that doctor in a sick room. He was my lawyer in a courtroom. He was my wheel in the middle of his wheels. He opened up my blinded eyes. He opened up my deaf ear. And when I was destined to hell, didn't understand that I was in danger, he sent his son down 40 and 2 generations, put him on a old rugged cross on an old rocky hill called Calvary. And while on Calvary they hung him high, they stretched him wide, he hung his head for you and I. My Savior died. He died one Friday, but early Sunday morning he got up with all power. High five your neighbor. Tell your neighbor, don't give up. Tell your neighbor, don't give in. And since God is able, somebody ought to open devil know. Let the devil know I'm still alive. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. Look at somebody else and tell them, just in case you didn't know, tell them, I know he's all right. Stand to your feet. Stand to your feet. Those in church are over.